Yonkers. I know.
What's up, Yonkers? It's Anderson with another City Talk. Hope you guys have had a so far so good weekday. So listen up. Yes, the picture on whatever side of the screen it is, I believe on my left, whatever, is a rat in front of the Prospect Street Shoprite. Everybody was dying to know where it was. A lot of them took some good guess. But check this out. So we were hearing some stuff about the new construction next to Shoprite and how Shoprite and CVS had seen an increase in rats. Just the other day, there was a customer who returned some tortilla bread, flour bread, whatever bread. To Shoprite, and because when they had opened the bread, it was already bitten through. There was a hole through the bag. The bread was bitten through. Obviously, it was rats. Also, the other day there was a several firefighters that witnessed a Mickey Mouse in the bread aisle. He was just roaming through the aisles, I guess, looking for food, and all of this is coming because of the construction that is happening next door. Remember, there were old buildings; they were really old buildings. Some were abandoned, so they weren't being properly taken care of, at least with pest control. So yeah, that's it for the shop. Right, there's rats. We're not trying to hurt the business for ShopRite. We've worked with ShopRite before, and the people there are great. The supermarket itself is great. But yes, there's rats in ShopRite, and believe me, it's not the only place in that area with rats. So don't make it out to be that anything more than what it is. All right. We just wanted to make people aware of that in case they come across one. Just say hi. It's Mickey Mouse just trying to look for food, just like you are. So check this out, guys. Yesterday we made a special presentation. Our very first influential inside Yonkers influential person of the year for 2022. Between the Inside Yonkers team, we decided to nominate Jonathan Alvarez, the co-founder and executive director of 914 United. Jonathan has done so much in the community. If you go on our page and you read his bio, he's been a very, very influential person. A lot of people he's helped. And his team is enormous. Check them out at 914 United. It's a huge, humongous benefit to those in the community, especially those previously incarcerated. They work with you. They teach you everything you need to teach to succeed in life and to further on in your life. The new interactive redistricting map. So it's just a quick. Let me see. It's not letting me. I want to share the screen. But so a lot of people are upset about this, especially a lot of the Republicans. The Republican committee is opposing to the redistricting. They don't agree with the new map. Marante believes he was shorted out. Breen seems like he feels like he was shorted out. And there's all this rumor of who was behind this. Originally, it was no one at city council that was um involved in this, but then Breen is saying that someone was involved in this. So it's a whole lot of stuff going on. Here's the map, guys. You guys, we're gonna post it on our link later on our page later on. Let me see, is it popping up? This is the map. Let me get my face out of here. You guys can go on the website. This is the proposed version. You can see the districts per color there, 1 through 6. So let me see if I can zoom in. So this is according to the census, the 2020 census, as to why you see DRA 2020 there. This is District 1 right here on the far left, 3, 4, 5, and I believe this is 6. So it's really this, and it tells you how many people are there, total of white people in Hispanic, blacks, Asian, Native, Pacific, in those areas. So, for example, let me see this area right here. Hmm. It says Yonkers has a population of 211,988 people. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's, yes, according to the total population of 2020. That's what that is. Pretty interesting. You guys, like I said, redistricting.org. We'll send you the link. We'll put the link on our pages, both on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, as well as our YouTube. We're now officially live on YouTube, so you guys can always, if you don't have Facebook or you have people that you want to share with that don't have Facebook or Instagram, you can have them watch us on YouTube now. So that's the redistricting map. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It most definitely looks different than what it is right now. There is a redistricting. I hate that word. Forum meeting coming up again. We did post that. We'll post it up again. I don't remember when it is. But yeah, so that's that for that. So a $20 million affordable housing project is coming to Yonkers. Well, it was proposed to come to Yonkers. We posted it on our pages and it really brought up some comments, and it got a little intense because a lot of people were curious as to why they want more affordable housing on the east side rather than the south side, west side, which is more understandable because that's more of where, more people where that need affordable housing are from. So in the post it says $20 million affordable housing proposed for Yonkers. The Stag Group, which has developed approximately 4,000 affordable houses in New York, in the New York metro area, is proposing to build a 12-story affordable apartment building in Yonkers. Stag Group is proposing to develop a site in the Northern Hill part of Yonkers, composed of several lots of 188 through 194 Yonkers Avenue and 182, 192. Fillmore Street. Two existing homes on the site, one of which has been condemned, would be demolished. The proposed building would have 156 apartments and 215 parking spaces. So there would be 69 one bedroom units and 21 two-bedroom units. All of the apartments would be priced at the affordable category and made available to the people with incomes between 50% and 60% of the area median income. I give the Stag Group a lot of props, and the reason I give the Stag Group a lot of props is because they're one of the only developers that are willing to help Yonkers with affordable housing. AMS, as I mentioned the other night while watching the city council meeting, was wanting to do the titanium project in Chicken Island to build I believe a 977 unit building with only about 45 apartments being affordable housing. When Councilwoman Shanae Williams asked the AMS group representatives if they had any intentions of affordable housing, they said no blatantly, not even without thinking about it. So they have absolutely no regard for anybody that currently lives in Yonkers, which is sad. But like I said, I give props to the Stag Group because they actually are using common sense and seeing, hey, all these buildings, nobody's building affordable housing. Why don't we do it? So hopefully the city council and the planning board is able to pass this because it would be very, very important. And maybe hopefully Stag Groups looks at more of the south side and west side to build more affordable housing. But like I said, this is proposed right now. It's not official, but it would be very beneficial wherever part of the community it is in, because a lot of people do need affordable housing in the east side, west side, north, south, whatever side. There's at least more than one family that needs affordable housing wherever side they live in Yonkers or in wherever. So yeah, that's it. So I will keep you guys updated on that. Now, I did post the Lakeisha Collins email. I want to go over that real quick, and it's nothing against her, but I thought it was weird, and it's a genuine question. Are politicians, city council members allowed to have two jobs, especially one that only that makes it impossible for you to do your civic duty as a city council member. Um, let me see. So the email, it stated that she only is able to be at City Hall once a week. How are you able to do and take care of city matters when you are only at City Hall once a week? It didn't make sense to me, but it's a genuine question. It's not to, expose anybody. It's not to bash anybody. You know, a lot of people probably don't know this, that there's city council members that are working other jobs. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. So, for tomorrow, additionally, I work another full-time government job that does not afford me the opportunity to conduct other business during the day. Tuesdays are my only day at City Hall. If you change your mind, please contact Ms. Giles. That's because I had canceled an interview with her. But that's besides the fact. Really curious to know. I know Rubo has his restaurant, but I know that his wife helps him with that. So I don't know so much about it. I would really like. It's a genuine question. So if anybody knows, let me know. Um, Also, the AMS building that they want to build in Chicken Island, where the firehouse is. I put up that picture up. I bring it up again. But while listening to that, they were being asked these questions and stuff, and the representatives that were there really could even speak for them. So then I switch guys all the time to answer specific questions and stuff like that. Here it is. Is already on there. All right. So this is how they want to turn Getty Square in. A lot of people were saying, "Oh, the firehouse is there; they're not do anything with the firehouse." But believe it or not, they've actually already have been talking about demolishing the brand new firehouse that has not even an established landline for firefighters to conduct official fire department business in. Um, so they want to demolish the firehouse, build it across the street where the old firehouse was at 57 New School Street, and build a whole new building where the current one is. They want at least 2 parking spaces per apartment, from what I understood. That's wild. Um, and the units are specifically and only 45 of them with affordable housing. Look at all that. That's wild. Imagine that. First, it was a baseball stadium. Now it's this. You know, it would be different if it wasn't luxury apartments. That Look at Sawyer Place. Look at all these buildings, specifically Sawyer, that have hundreds of apartments empty. Nobody is actually moving in. People moving in at first, but they have moved out. Um, there's a lot of empty apartment. It's so easy to just find out. Go on their websites or just call. Hey, I'm looking for an apartment there. Blah. It's that easy to find out. You know. It's I don't know. It's a shame because there's so much more that can be done, and I don't believe that these developers have any good intention with the city. It's unfortunate. Um, it's It's weird. It's odd. Another funny thing, I almost forgot why the AMS developers were speaking at the city council meeting. They kept referring to White Plains, White Plains, White Plains, and White Plains. They want to make Yonkers like White Plains. I'm not joking. I'll post a video up. Kept referring to White Plains. The AMS developers, that is. So, they want to turn every city that they can into that little small AMS city. That's what I'm gonna call it, because they did it in the Rochelle and they want to do it. I mean, they also did it in White Plains. They want to do it here now in Yonkers, and it's wild. It's sad. At least with the stadium, there would have been more jobs, seasonal jobs, but while those would happen, there'd be events happening throughout, the off season of baseball and stuff. So people stop jobs, you know. Um, but these are all apartments that create 40, 50, 60 construction jobs. And then when that's over with, then what? They'll have to go look for work elsewhere or move to work on another project or however it is they do it. All these buildings, all this construction, so much homeless in the streets. I and I've said this. Homeless homeless issues everywhere. It's worldwide. Homeless issues worldwide. But I'll tell you one thing. When you see so much development, so much unnecessary development going up, it makes you wonder, what are their real intentions? It makes me wonder, what are the real intentions? They're not paying anything. Empire City Casino is barely paying anything. There's luckily there's enough. Well, there's adequate fire coverage at the moment. There's not enough police officers. That's there's never enough police officers. It's a never ending problem. There's never enough police officers to anywhere. And we've been posting all these designs that they're being presented to the city council planning board. And you know I really like Shanae's actions last night, and as well as Lakeisha Collins and you know Tasha Diaz was there. They were asking questions that haven't been asked before, and that's because people are speaking up. People are starting to watch. We're trying to promote it. The city council is going live. Gotta watch it. If you can't be there, watch it live. So at least you're being educated on what's going on, because it's a really important election year. Really, really, really important election year. You have Prince Robinson, current mayor Spano. You have Morante. Corazon is about to. Um, Fountain. Everyone's running for mayor. I don't think there's been this many people trying to run for one seat in Yonkers for a while. And it kind of makes you think, maybe people are tired. Maybe people want change. People do want change, and I can tell you one thing: a lot of people are upset of the term limits, and I think that's what really, really, really opened the can of worms because of how the term limits was handled. Everybody wants to talk crap about the survey we conducted, wherever we conducted it, how we conducted it. It doesn't matter. We obviously have rules, and we did a survey. 89% of Yonkers of our followers wanted to have a part in extending term limits. They didn't believe it was up to the city, the mayor or the city council. And the other day we put up the video of Mike Breen talking about all these members almost in their 80s. They're almost in their 80s. It's time to bring in some young blood in. Mind you, few months later, not even that long probably, he was voting for extending the term limits. And Corazon too. Corazon had voted to not extend term limits, but still ran for city council last time around. Um, I wouldn't, hold on. The rodent problem in Shoprite Prospect Street. I'm sure, and like I said, it's not the only place that has a rodent problem. A lot of places in Getty Square. Have you looked at the Popeyes Burger King? The Popeyes Burger King? Have you actually seen how they they leave their garbage outdoors at night when they close up 1 o'clock in the morning or so? You know, so everywhere, there's a rodent problem everywhere. But check this out. It's supposed to be freezing. Freezing. So, I want to go over some of the comments that were on Corazon's post. Okay. Talk about it real quick. People have questions. It's Black History Month. It's Black History Month. Shatika Parker has announced her official kickoff to her campaign for Yonkers City Council District 1. She'll be going against Deanna Robinson. Shanae Williams, who is the current District 1 councilwoman, will be running against Christopher Johnson for Westchester County legislator. Okay, before I go to the Corazon thing, check this out. This was something that threw me off and asked. A lot of people were asking questions. And one that threw me off was, let me click on it. I'm using two laptops right now, so hold on. Okay, so I personally, based on the data I've seen, believe that 13 is too early. It's a time where it's really important for us to be thoughtful about what's going on into how they think about their own self-worth and their relationships, and the skewed and often distorted environment of social media often does a disservice to many of those children, Murthy said on the CNN newsroom interview. So we posted the other day that the U.S. Surgeon General says he believes 13 is too young for children to be on social media platforms because all those sites allow children of that age to join. Kids are still developing their identity. Meta, Twitter, and a host of other social media giants do allow 13-year-olds to go on. I don't agree with that. I think a 13-year-old should not be on social media, but honestly, it's really up to the parent and the child. There's some very, very mature children at the age of 13 there that can use a little common sense, but it's just still too much to try to restrict and deal with. My 11-year-old only has a phone. Could play games on it, and that's it. No TikTok, no YouTube. Like I said, it's like that whole Fortnite thing. Parents blaming Fortnite for their kids not wanting to do their homework, shower, or go to school. That's up to the freaking parents, honestly. And 13 is a real young age. That's my personal opinion for any child to have any type of social media. 13 at 13, you're in middle school already. You're about to start high school very soon. You should be focusing on school and stuff like that. I should have told myself that at that age. But really, honestly, so I agree with the US Surgeon General. It is his opinion as it is mine. I don't mean anything wrong. So let me see. Corazon. You want to know what Shoprite is? You gotta give me $5. Go. You gotta play. You gotta rewind. Smoky Sabeja. If the picture doesn't tell you, then I don't know. Let's go back to this, I guess. That's the popular one, right? I really knew it. Listen, man. It's all of Getty Square, all right? It's not only Getty Square, though. It's all over. We can't be biased and just say, oh, it's Getty Square. Yes, the problem is it's ridiculous. But think about it. You're doing a whole lot of earth moving in that area. And what I mean by earth moving is all the construction. You're moving all that earth, all that ground. So what's in that ground has to go somewhere, right? So it's a lot more worse than what it used to be before. And that's why a lot of people are seeing it now. But it's anywhere you go, It's not only Shoprite. Trust me. Just say hi. Leave them be. Not just make sure you check your food. You double check your food because you might get a surprise on that. Unfortunately, but hey, it's all good. So the other day we did put a post about a vehicle that likes to park overnight over there by Linden. The very next day, that was no longer the case. We posted a video and that made a difference. The guy does not park there anymore. So kudos to that. Also the night after that or so, there's two ladies walking on Linden, trying to exchange for gas money. Listen, this is a trend everywhere. They like to get you at the gas station specifically, of all things, right? They like to walk around and they say, "Hey man, I don't have gas. I'm here visiting or some shit like that." And they'll be like, I'll sell you this if you can give me some. I need gas money. I'll sell you this for this that." And it's a trick. They did get one guy that night. One guy gave him $40 for the gold. $40 for the gold. If you're paying $40 for gold and they taking that gold for $40, it's obviously fake, right? I mean, I wouldn't be buying gold off of someone in the first place off the street. You don't know if it's stolen. You could get arrested for receiving stolen property. That's a crime. Don't get set up, man. That dude could have just, horrible example, but look at the little kid, Jameer Thompson. He snatched up someone's necklace, and he, that could have been a suspect that just did a chain, grabbed someone's chain, and is trying to get rid of it now, right? That's receiving stolen property. So don't get set up for that. All right. And the eggs that were $8.49. They're at $8.49 retail price before tax at Bravo supermarket. $8.49. I never not needed eggs so much that day. I just changed my mind. I said, screw this shit. We have to figure something out. Go buy a whole chicken. Get some eggs that way. Because that's just wow. But listen, guys, my name is Anderson. Thank you for tuning in. And we'll be on next week. Hey, man, what was the other guy's problem that also does Yonkers news? I mean, I don't speak for no one. So if you have a question about them, you gotta go ask them, man. I don't talk about people. If I talk about them, is tell them accountable of stuff. So honestly, I don't know what you're talking about. I'll take that over there and ask them. But maybe I'd answer if you didn't have a fake profile either. Come on, guys. It's set up. It's set up. It's Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse is mad. So he's coming after me. So is he? So there's gonna be it was you and him. Listen, I've worked with a lot of people and I've disassociated myself with a lot of people. But like you said, what was the other guy's problem? You gotta go ask him, man. All right. So, guys, anyways, thank you for tuning for another City Talk. We will be having Deanna Robinson, Shatika Parker, the mayor, and a few interesting people on here. Stay tuned. It's only gonna get better. Tune in. Remember to follow us on Inside Yonkers, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, all that stuff. My sense of humor may hurt your feelings. I think it hurt someone. Yonkers voice? I don't know what his problem is. You gotta go ask him. I don't have a problem with the guy. But my people, y'all have a great night. I'm not falling for that. Sorry. No, it is.